So here we are, boys, about to make what is arguably probably going to be the most important decision that we will make as GM of this team. At least definitely the most important decision up to this point, but it might even be the most important decision that we make for years to come. This draft is going to shape the future of this team. I mean, what we do in this particular draft is going to dictate what we do in future drafts. It's going to dictate what we do in free agency. A lot of those, I mean, this is going to have some big implications, but I'm ready. I've gotten all you guys' scouting reports. I've read through all the comments. I left it to a vote. We've got all the information that I need, I think, to make the best possible decision. So I was going to do the draft and free agency all in one episode, but I decided that what I'm going to do in this episode, since I actually did the NBA draft lottery in the last episode at the end where I was actually planning on combining it with the draft episode, since I did that, I'm going to completely dedicate this episode to the draft itself and also to letting you guys know which hashtag ad players I'm going to be adding, and not only which ones I'll be adding, but also how I plan on handling those hashtag ad players for the season that we're about to head into, the upcoming season. All right, this is it. No more stalling, okay? No more stalling. It's time. It's time to do this. We can do this. We've got 2 top 10 picks. It's got to go well for us, okay? It has to. It just has to. Just press the button, Steve. Welcome to the 2020 NBA Draft. Here we go. Phoenix is on the clock, and this was 100% expected, right? I mean, we knew that they were gonna. If they didn't, it would almost have felt a little bit unrealistic, right? I mean, they had to. I thought that they might go like Anthony Edwards, Obi Toppin, possibly. You know what? I'm gonna check out these trade offers because I know that you guys will be upset if I don't. And if we can trade back and maybe get something good also, along with trading back, then maybe I'll do it. Aaron Gordon. See, like, I like some of these trades if we could also trade back to, like, 4 or 5. D'Angelo Russell. Kelly Oubre. Those are interesting pieces. But, like, I want a pick. Like, I want a pick in return. Troy Brown. Nah. We're gonna make our pick here. We're gonna make our pick here. And here we are. Ant-Man Edwards. Obi, James Wiseman. Now, I'm sure you guys remember that I left this to a vote for you guys, and I do want you guys to know that I paid very close attention to not only the votes, but also the comments. And between the comments and the voting, and believe me, Obi got quite a few comments of people saying that we should possibly look at him. But it was, man, especially in the comments, it was very close to unanimous. The voting was extremely close, however. And so, with that being said, Anthony Edwards, welcome to the St. Louis Nighthawks, is what I should say. But with the combination of the comments and you guys' voting, and with the fact that we've got Malik Beasley, and a lot of you guys have made a great point that we already have a 2-guard in place right now. That's what Anthony Edwards plays. We are going to go with the unicorn himself, James Wiseman. Welcome, my boy, to the St. Louis Nighthawks. So with the second pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, the St. Louis Nighthawks select James Wiseman from Memphis. Let's see what they say about him. If only for a showing at the Combine, Wiseman is a great selection here with best-in-class vertical of 43 inches. A big man with a vertical of 43 is ridiculous. So the Wizards go with Obi Toppin. That's a good pick. That's a great pick for them, especially as far as team need goes. Maybe they figure that Bradley Beal will stick around. And, Ant-Man Edwards plays the 2. So, Obi Toppin, I think, is a great pick up there. Denny Avdia going to the Spurs. This could be dangerous. This could be... If Pop getting a hold of a guy like this, who has so much potential, his upside remains in question. I don't think his upside remains in question at all. So, here's where things start to get interesting. Anthony Edwards to the Knicks, and that is a steal. If this were to happen in real life, man, I would be celebrating. And you know it. Anthony Edwards to the Knicks at number 5. A guy that probably could have went 1 or 2. Here's where it gets crazy. Okay, Okongwu went number 6. I saw a lot of people saying that we should take him with our 9th pick and maybe go Ant-Man with number 2. There was just no chance he was going to be sticking around until 9. And nobody was having any parts of me trading up without getting a lot in return. The Hornets went with Vassell. The Hornets went with Vassell. Killian Hayes is still on the board, boys. If the Bulls don't take him, you know, I should probably offer them a trade, maybe. But let's just see. You know what? YOLO. We're just going to go with it. Oh! Let's go, baby. Tyrese Halliburton, who I wouldn't have minded. I wouldn't have minded him at 9. But Tyrese Halliburton going to the Chicago Bulls. And you know what that means. Our boy Killian Hayes sticks around to the 9th pick. I thought the Pistons were actually going to take him. Or the Knicks, for that matter. But as you can see, the guys that are still here on the board, this is not sorted by rank. I'll sort it by rank. But as you can see, Precious is still the top-ranked guy on the board. But Killian Hayes, man, this is our guy. I mean, R.J. Hampton, Tyrese Maxey would be a great pick. He really would be a great pick here. But, again, this is another, like, if I was going to pick a 2-guard, I would have gone with Ant-Man. I would have gone with Anthony Edwards. He just has no ceiling. The guy is ridiculous. He has so much potential. Killian Hayes, I think, really could be the guy. Isaac Okoro was a guy that I was hearing you guys mention. Quite a few guys mentioned him. And he's just a defensive monster, which is exactly the way I kind of want to build this team. However, here at number 9, I have a hard time passing up a guy with as much potential as Killian Hayes. And, you know, he could be our point guard of the future. Him and Anthony Simons could be the tandem that we need. You know, as far, you know, one can start, one can come off the bench. But Killian Hayes is going to be the guy. So glad he fell to us, man. That works out. That just works out so incredibly well for us. We got so lucky there. Because I thought that there was a good chance that a few of those teams before us could have been eyeing him up, and they might have been. So Indiana takes Precious Achiuwa out of Memphis. This is a great pick. I think this is a guy who will also could develop into a very, very solid player, very solid starter, maybe even fringe all-star in this league because his game is just that good. He's a little raw, but his game, he's got a lot of potential. Utah goes with Cole Anthony, our boy Cole Anthony. You guys, anyone who's watched any of the past series on this channel know all about this guy. Tremendous defensive asset. Led the nation in steals. He doesn't do that for us. So I think we'll go ahead and watch this through the entire lottery. There's a trade here. And it's going to be the Spurs are going to give up Aldridge and a 22 first rounder, top 3 protected, to get the 12th overall pick in Darius Miller. You know what? This is actually a pretty even trade. I'm thinking about this. Like, I kind of don't hate this trade for either side. I really don't. Like, that's a pretty decent trade. Now, let's see what the Spurs do here. Tyrese Maxey. So, they've got Denny Avdia and Tyrese Maxey. Two, I mean, amazing young pieces there. They drafted similar to us, getting 2 guys that could potentially have been top 10 guys, and they get them both. Great draft so far for the Spurs. Denver on the clock, and they go with Aaron Naismith. This guy, I mean, like, I'm sure you guys know, this guy is just a lights-out shooter. To shoot over 50% from 3 is just unheard of. It's ridiculous. He will always have a place on an NBA roster. So I'll probably speed it up after this pick, or I'm sorry, after the Heat pick, I should say. I'll speed it up because that's the last pick of the lottery. And as you can see here, Isaac Okoro goes to the Celtics. What a steal, man. Not only did they end up getting the pick because the protection, you know, didn't kick in, but they get Isaac Okoro with it. R.J. Hampton to the Miami Heat, and that is another pick that I really, really like a lot, especially considering the way they're building that roster. I think R.J. Hampton, he might not come in and contribute immediately, but they can develop him. But from this point, I think we're going to go ahead and speed things up, and then we'll come back to it. I want you guys to at least see the draft, but I'm going to speed it up. We'll come back to it when it's our turn to pick again. As you can see, the Hawks pick up Josh Green, which is actually a really good pickup. But like I said, well, I'll go ahead and speed it up, and then we'll come back when it's our pick. So Cleveland has traded up, and they got Alexei Pokusevski. Oh, man, this is another steal right here. They traded up and got him. I saw him falling, and if he would have made it to the second round, I would have found a way to trade up. But, man, what a great pick for Cleveland late in the first round. Alright, so as you can see, the last pick of the first round is Trey Jones going to the Knicks. So they end up getting Ant-Man Edwards and Trey Jones. But, more importantly, we get James Wiseman, the unicorn himself, and Killian Hayes. Two guys with just enormous potential, enormous upside. I could not be more excited about those two picks. Let's head to the second round. So we currently have Orlando's pick, second round pick from the trade that we made, which is 18th overall, but I think I want to move up because there's a guy still on the board that I really want. All right, this Pelicans trade looks like the one. 12, there we go. All right, so now we move up. They had the, what was it, the 11th overall in the second round and the 12th overall in the second round. We ended up getting the 12th overall in the second round from them in exchange for the second round pick that we had at 18 and then a future second round pick from like 2024 or something like that. So pretty decent, pretty deep. We're able to move up, and I'm hoping he's there. As long as the Pelicans don't take him here, he'll be there for us. Devin Dotson to Golden State. Let's see. Why they would take another guard is beyond me. I mean, there probably wasn't any big man that they really wanted that was left on the board. Cash Winston, let's go. Let's go. The guy that I wanted is still going to be there. Cash Winston would have been a pretty good pickup himself, and I really do like his game. But, you know, he's a little on the older side, and we need some younger guys, especially considering our timeline to compete. But let's jump right into this. Zeke Nagy is a guy who I really like a lot as well. Nagy could be really good for this team, especially at the 4 where we need bodies. But it's really, really hard to pass up a guy like Jahmi'us Ramsey. Just the talent, the upside. This is a guy who could be a late first-round pick, you know, in all honesty. So, with all that being said, I think this is the guy. I mean, this is the guy that I have my mind set on. So, that's who we're going to go with. Jahmi'us Ramsey is our second-round pick. And I'm wondering, should I make a move for another second-round pick? I'm wondering, because there is another guy left on the board here who I would really, really love to pick up. He's a Eurostash guy. Some of you guys might even know who I'm talking about. But I would really, really like to grab him up. We might actually try to make a trade. All right, so one of the guys that I want is still, in fact, on the board. I would have liked to have traded up, you know, or traded into the second round to get another pick for Zeke Nagy if he had still been there. But he got taken by the Bulls, like, right after the pick, you know, right after we were talking about it. Nick Richards goes to Sacramento. So the Hornets, the Nets, and the Thunder are the 3 teams that'll be picking next. So let's see if we can make a trade with one of those 3 teams. Let's see. I think we'll start first by looking for the Hornets pick, because that's the safest one. It's the very next pick. Let's see. All right, they want both of my 2023 second rounders. So let's see here. All right, so neither the Nets or the Hornets wanted to play ball. Let's see what Oklahoma City says. So they'll take, okay, for the 23rd pick, which is 2 picks away, they'll take one of our 2023 second round picks, which we have 2 of. Yeah. Why wouldn't I do this? Absolutely. I mean, I guess I could see why they would do it. I mean, maybe there's not a guy that they like in this second round here, and they probably think our pick will be a pretty high one in 2023. And maybe it will be. But I have a guy that's still left on this board as long as the Brooklyn Nets don't take him. Jordan Nwora to the Hornets, and Luka Garza to the Nets. Actually, when that name popped up, I thought it was the guy that I wanted, but it wasn't. And the guy that we want is still going to be there, man. We have had just the most ridiculous luck in this draft. Everything has pretty much gone our way. I mean, we've made some moves to make it happen, but welcome to the St. Louis Nighthawks. Leandro Balmero. This guy is just an absolute sharpshooter. He's a sniper from 3, can knock it down from pretty much anywhere in the arena. He'll play 1 season over with Barcelona still in Spain, so we won't have him this year, but it's going to be worth the wait, boys, I'm telling you. So that is it for the draft, and I don't think it could have gone any better for us. I was going to go over the recap, but you guys saw pretty much every single pick that was made. I just sped some of it up, so you guys know all the picks anyway, but pending options, Avery Bradley accepts his $5 million player option, which is not bad because he could be a mentor to a guy like Killian Hayes, possibly, maybe Jamias Ramsey. He's got some really good defensive badges that we could use. He's got catch and shoot, which is silver. So I'll probably move him to 2 guard because I'd rather him be off ball because he's just such a great catch and shoot guy. He's a great defender. I'd rather have him guarding 2s, especially at 6'3". I mean, he's got decent enough size to be able to guard them. So we'll probably move him to the 2, but we'll also have him be a mentor as well. All right, so before we hop into some hashtag add player stuff, let's take a look at the qualifying offers. So Chris Dunn, considering we have Killian Hayes and Anthony Simons, I don't think we need to offer Chris Dunn. Malik Beasley and Taco Fall, 100% getting the qualifying offers. Almost a 0% chance that Malik Beasley, that we can keep him for that. But Sterling Brown, I'm done with St. Louis. I'll be moving on to a new team. Well, then screw you, bro. We don't want you anyway. So see you later. Peace. Malik Beasley, Taco Fall. Those are the 2 guys that we will extend the qualifying offers to. Can't imagine that Malik won't get some sort of crazy offer, but we're still going to send that offer his way and see what happens. You know what I mean? You never know. You never know. I mean, I do kind of know, but I'm going to say you never know. Anyway, we'll be matching anything that comes his way, by the way. Just to let you guys know that. We will be matching any offer that comes his way. But anyway, this is where I'm going to wrap this one up for now. There's going to be another episode coming very, very soon because I'm already going to be recording the free agent. I'm going to be recording this free agency right now. And I'm going to record it. I'm going to edit it immediately so you guys don't have to wait for it. But I did want to split it up into multiple episodes because I wanted to give you guys a chance, you know, to be able to see the whole draft because I know that you guys like to see that type of stuff. So we're going to end this one here. But before we do, there's 2 things I want to say. First of all, give me you guys' feedback on what you think, you know, how you think we did in this draft because I think it went, I think it went perfectly. I did not envision Killian Hayes dropping to us at 9. Which was one of the reasons why I was a little bit, you know, on the fence about taking Wiseman because I was like, you know what, who's going to be there at 9 if we take Wiseman? You know, but, you know, you could make that same argument for taking Anthony Edwards too, though. But, you know, I had it in my mind. I had it, you know, in my heart. I felt that there was a very good chance that either Killian Hayes or Halliburton, one of the 2 could be there. I thought that there was a chance of that, especially with, you know, some of the other guys, you know, that would be available to other teams in the top 10. You know, the Hornets going with Vassell was a big deal, you know, and then the Bulls going with Halliburton. That was huge for us. Those 2 picks were huge for us because that gave us Killian Hayes, who's a guy who, in my opinion, and in the opinions of a lot of people, especially NBA teams, could be a top 5 talent, straight up. We might look back at this draft and say he was by far the best guard to come out of this draft. And it's just, that's possible. And I cannot wait to get him on the court. Plus, he's got great size. He's got amazing size. And then as far as Wiseman goes, I don't have to tell you guys anything about James Wiseman. You guys already know we got the unicorn down low, baby. That is our process right there. He is our Joel Embiid. Killian Hayes is our Ben Simmons. It's time, boys. Hashtag our way. Hashtag it is coming. Hashtag it is time. Hashtag process 2.0. Whatever you want to call it. All I'll say is that we are putting the league on notice, okay? We're only a few years away, boys. We're a few years away. Nighthawk Nation, stand up. Anyway, looking at my Gucci, it's about that time to get into some hashtag add player stuff because I know you guys have been waiting for it. So this was what I wanted to end the episode with. This is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. I wanted to give you guys the option, especially with 2K21 being right around the corner. We're only like a month away at this point. I wanted to give you guys the option of whether I add you to this series or if you want to wait and have your hashtag add player added to 2K21. If you decide that you want to wait, because I'm going to name off the names right here that are going to be for the first wave of hashtag add players that are going to be added either through free agency or through the draft. If you decide you want to stay in this series, I'll give you the option to tell me whether you prefer me to throw you into free agency and let an NBA team offer you a contract for this 2020 season, or if you would rather me put you in the draft for either 2021 or 2022. Okay, I'll leave it to you. If you guys don't give me like your preference, if you don't comment and let me know what your preference is, then I will, I'll just make the decision based on what makes most sense. Now, keep in mind, if you hear your name in this list and you decide that you want me to add you in 2K21, you will be 100% guaranteed to be part of the first wave of hashtag add players for our brand new 2K21 series that'll be coming right when the game releases. And also make sure that you've posted your hashtag add players on the official Nighthawks hashtag add player post, because that is the best way for me to go in and find those hashtag add player posts. Anyway, here's the list of the first wave of hashtag add players that I'll be adding, like I said, to either the Nighthawks series or the 2K21 series, based on what you guys tell me you'd rather do. First up, we've got Blakey. Next up, we've got Waffle Man. Then we've got Lush, Sinfully Cynical, Chris Harper, Alt3 Red Chaos 97, Quinty Marcellin, Trey Reacts, Anthony Thomas, Storm Spotter Eric, Tyrone OD, Lil LJ Games, Kyrie Campbell, LDE, Supreme Legend, Emiliano Monolac, Gavin Barnhouse, Benjamin Miller, Ty Baller, Brandon is Cool, Shamaya Grooms, Adam Bradbury, Matt Gooner, Rafael DeJesus, CJ Hart, CFB Wizard, username Ant, whose hashtag ad player is Anthony Hardaway, Eric Cloutier, Foley, Ray Matos, Aaron Gordon, Keith Jansen, Toucan, Chris Afro, S1X6 Boomy, Jensen Young, Caleb M, Just Got Real 6, Pedro Paranda, Austin Goggins, CJ Gonzalez, Corey Towns, and then rounding things out, Garrett Seeger. So I'm right in the middle of making all those hashtag ad players right now in the game. I'm about halfway through all of them. Some of you guys have quite a bit of detail in your hashtag ad player posts, which I love. So if I'm not able to get all of the details in there, I do apologize, but I'm trying to get as many of you in as possible because I'm trying to be, I just love the fact that you guys want to be involved in the series. And so for that reason, I want to give back to you guys and be able to put you guys in. Have I told you guys lately that you're the best? I probably have, right? But you guys are the best. Anyway, like I said, for the players that I named there, you've got several options. You can either be included in the Nighthawks series or in the 2K21 series that'll be starting in less than a month. But for anyone that doesn't give me a preference either way, I'll add you into the Nighthawks series, and I'll either add you into free agency for this season or in the 2021 or 2022 draft classes. And my plan is that no matter where we are in the series, when 2K21 comes out, I will simulate through the rest of the series, like maybe about 10 years into the future, so that you guys who are included in the Nighthawk series can see how your hashtag ad players ended up. And what I'll also try to do is, while we're still playing our games, I'm going to try to play games during the regular season that are against teams that have hashtag ad players on them. So yeah, man, it's all going to be really fun. It's going to be great. I hope you guys are excited, because I know that I damn sure am excited. But anyway, I'm going to end this episode here so that I can start recording the free agency and then get us all the way through the offseason into next season. That episode will be right around the corner, but make sure that if you're responding to anything I asked about the hashtag ad players, that you do it on this episode specifically. I cannot wait to see you guys back for the next episode, but until then, I'll catch you guys next time.